Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Super Carlin Gaming Mario Kart 8 Roulette Challenge, where Jay and I are trying to 3-star every cup with randomly chosen karts and characters. Jay, what do you think, man?
Dude, that was really good.
Thanks. You know, like, I couldn't even do a weird voice because I don't even know if I remember the whole script.
That is what happens to me half the time. I'm focusing so hard on the voice that I get to like one word and I'm like, crash.
And yes.
It's,
that's what I do every time I take a left turn.
Oh man, I'm really just hoping that I'm not Wario, because I think 2 out of the last 3 episodes I've been Wario.
I think you can't be Wario again.
I think you might be right. So hopefully your app doesn't glitch and give me a 0. let's find out.
28.
Oh my gosh, that's almost as close as I could get. Not
almost.
Quite. So it's 7, 14, 21, 28. Yoshi!
Yoshi!
Oh, but which color should I be, Derek? I need another bonus
10.
roll. Oh wait, I was on this one, so it's gonna be, that'll be red.
5.
5. Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh!
Were you try, oh wait, you get a bonus roll too, maybe.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, select, yeah.
Oh!
9.
Oh, you're Metal Mario.
Ah, less good.
Ooh, cool voice.
It is less good. 28.
28! Oh, the ink strikeout.
15.
Okay.
17.
Okay, actually, this does not look so bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not
Pretty
bad.
even, Stevens.
ATV, got a little acceleration. Yosh bagosh.
Ooh.
5.
Yeah.
And 27. So you're down 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
like I was saying.
Nah. Okay, so we just did the Frogger Cup. We've done the bam, bam, bam. This one's already technically done, I guess. So we are at the Star Cup, Ben's favorite.
Because of the airport and the
airport.
shoals and
It's I can't believe we haven't gotten this one yet.
Me either. Today's the day.
Today is the day. We're gonna 3-star the star.
Oh yes, yes indeed. I'm driving like a little Jeep Wrangler-ish looking car, which is like a car I've always wanted to own.
Right, sure.
It's a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I
This is
feel
like
like
a very Ben car.
yeah, I would feel like it. I feel like it'd be fun to buy like a really old one and just go through and like make it like 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah, like you'd be
Like
one of those
6 feet is a lot.
obnoxious. Yeah.
6 feet's probably too much. I'm
I want
thinking
to be able to walk under it.
maybe a 6-inch lip.
Yeah. Would you have one of those stickers that says, "If you can read this, flip me over"?
No, I would say no.
You know what I mean? You know the stickers I'm
I
talking
do
about.
know the sticker you're talking about. I was gonna make a joke about how a lot of. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
Okay.
It's just not gonna work.
Okay, great. Here's a question.
Yeah,
Mary R. says, hey guys.
Hey.
I love what you do so much.
Thank
I was
you.
wondering if you have any advice on getting closer to my mom.
Getting
We've been
closer
having
to
a lot of
your
arguments
mother.
lately, mainly because she doesn't agree with my plans after college. She
Oh,
wants
boy.
me to go to medical school, and I want to go into research. I'm majoring in biomedical engineering. She also doesn't like my boyfriend, saying he isn't good enough for me, while I think it's the other way around, especially since he puts up with me when I'm sent into crying fits after an argument with her.
Oh my goodness.
I just would like to know if you guys have any advice on how I can try to bridge the gap that's been forming since 8th grade. I'm now in my 2nd year of college.
Boy,
Wow,
oh boy. You
man.
know what you could do is have a child, because boy, well, nothing will draw you closer to your family than having a small child to take care of.
Great
Which
advice, Jay.
I don't totally recommend it, especially since it sounds like your mom doesn't like your boyfriend. That might be one more reason in her argument or whatever.
Yeah, I mean.
Also, it sounds like, for one, research and medical school don't sound like so super different from each other. Oh my goodness! If I lose on the frickin' Coconut Sunshine Airport,
I'm sure if there's a difference of opinion, it's probably because there is a difference, though.
Yeah, I'm
at
sure.
least to one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's interesting because that's like less of a like more recent thing where it's like kind of need to fix it. It sounds like
Oh
maybe
my
something that's
gosh!
been building for a little while. Oh man.
Missed the.
I feel like this is one of those things though, like where a lot of times.
No! Oh gosh, the frickin' banana peel!
Oh
That
man.
was a really bull crap banana peel.
A really bullcrap banana peel.
It really
we
was.
are once again gonna have to do
We're gonna
this
have to do the
stupid
cup
airport
again.
level.
I just want to just restart and be like, we're just so annoying.
All right, we should really answer this question though.
Bridge the gap
Bridging
with
the
mom.
gap with mom. It seems like I think one of these things where it's almost building, and like sometimes I feel like when you're at odds with somebody, you will be the difference of opinion with them almost out of like
Habit.
yeah, it's almost like how things become.
Right.
like, if she's your mom, I'm sure that, like, there probably is some amount of perspective that she has towards, like, what specifically she may see wrong, like, with, you know, your boyfriend or whatever. It seems like one of these things where you could be arguing about a bunch of things, but really you're arguing about one thing.
Right.
And it's like, what is that thing? The other thing, too, I think, is a lot of times, it may be the case that you end up having a much, much better relationship with your parents after you're not, like, sort of under their care so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that parents obviously have the want or the feeling to be super involved in helping you make all the right choices and everything. And I think that there are some people that that's great for, and some people where they are probably pending independence.
That to me is what it sounds like. It's like your mom wants to be involved in the decisions in your life, and because she's not at all, she's like just fighting all of your decisions.
Right.
So it's maybe like find something that she can like actually help decide and be a part of. I'm sure it sounds a little bit like, you know, when your kids grow up, I'm sure it's very sad and, you know, you're less a part of their life. But, like, yeah, that's what it sounds like. She just wants to be more involved in your life.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
What if she called her mom to ask her for advice on something relatively mundane?
That is
that's
a
a great way to do it.
That is a great thing to do.
Like, if you don't have, like, a credit card already, like, don't even use the credit card, but just be like, hey, Mom, I'm thinking about grabbing something. Like, maybe that's a bad example, because credit cards are often, like...
yeah.
But, like...
Maybe like, you don't need a credit card.
You don't need a credit card. But, like, you know, finding that thing. Like, I remember when I went to college, I would frequently call Mom from the grocery store and be like, hey, how do you make those tacos that we have at home?
Stuff like that.
And Mom loved it. She would stay on the phone with me at the grocery store for like 15, 20 minutes, and she would just like talk about like, oh, and I would recommend this and that, and like I think Mom she wanted so badly just to be helpful.
Right.
So I think that could be like a really good place to come from.
Right.
Maybe
just
ask
with
her about that
says.
favorite taco recipe instead of a credit card.
That's probably safer. It's safer. And you get
credit
tacos.
card, I feel like, could be
Credit card could be bad. Credit card
Could be bad. They'd be like, whose idea was this? Was that your boyfriend?
Or was it those pesky YouTubers you're
constantly watching? Sorry.
Oops.
Whoops. All right, moving on.
Yes.
I think that was great advice, actually.
We'll go to Mendel Solomon.
Mendel.
I am in high school, and my classmates are really dumb.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry. I have the opportunity to go to a different school with a really good education, but that means leaving a lot of my friends in my current school. I currently have all A's. I'm the only kid in my class to do so, but even my teachers are telling us that we are behind where we should be. Should I stay with my friends, or should I get a higher education at the other school?
Man,
what grade it is?
It does not say what grade it is.
So should you stay with your dumb friends, or go get smart?
You know,
this is a good question. It sounds like a very mature question in terms of like I like really am, you know, wondering about my own personal education. Here's the thing: is that like wherever you are, you can probably make friends, and just because you leave friends somewhere doesn't mean they're not your friends anymore.
Right.
Although it can be difficult.
It'll be harder to be as close as you once were, but they're still gonna be your friends.
But like, especially if you're not moving homes, but just switching schools, it's like then you're still probably like physically still like close enough to them.
Yeah, like you could still really get the best of both worlds.
Right. Yeah.
No, that's an interesting question. I think actually, like, maybe in some way, shape, or form, I was posed with a similar thing, where, like, I didn't get into, like, my #1, like, college when I was applying, but I got into, 2 good schools, and, one of them maybe slightly more prestigious than the other, and I think I was sort of caught in this imbalance between going and being, like, a little bit more of, potentially, like, a standout at one, versus maybe being, like, a little bit further behind at the other, and I actually opted to go to the one where I could stand out a little bit more.
But you also had a lot of friends going there.
And I did have a lot of friends going to that school as well. And I think in a lot of ways it was really good for me, because especially as I was getting like into my key classes, I was able to like super step up, and like once I had the ability to like be the leader in a classroom, for me as a person, it worked out really, really well. But it's possible I could have been a leader in the other classrooms.
It's possible as well. Anyone know?
Yeah.
I'd say go to the school.
I would say go to the school. And ask your parents.
All right, I agree with that. Let's go to the school. I mean, it depends on how old you are, but your friends will either continue to being your friends or they're not like your friends.
Right, there you go.
And your education is more important. All right, Christopher Medina has a question, and it's a classic one, but there's a little bit of a twist. So I'm gonna ask it.
A twist.
There's a girl.
Oh,
as a
isn't there
cashier.
always? Isn't there always?
Who works as a cashier in a restaurant close to where I work. She seems to like me. She complimented me on my hair and knows what order I eat. Plus, I find her attractive as well. I haven't built up the courage to ask for help, not like on an actual date, but to get to know each other. Got any tips for me to not feel like complete garbage, and what are ideal places for a date?
Oh goodness. Well, probably not where she works.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
I wouldn't go there. That's not going to be any fun. Man. What you're calling not a date, I would still just go ahead and call it a date.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
this is why I asked this question, because like, I'm
Yeah.
not like on an actual date, just like get to know each other. That's
Yeah, that's a date. I'm afraid. Yeah.
That's the functional purpose. of
Don't
that
like
interaction.
split hairs here or
Yeah.
anything. You know, like this is still
Oh my god, I
I
got the
get that he
wrong
wants to
way
make
sign.
make it casual, but
right.
Yeah, no, I think this is where
I
like.
understand. Yeah, but that can even be your. Sorry, I interrupted you. I'm supposed to not be.
No, that's okay. I was gonna say I think this is like where the coffee date is like the date, you know. Coffee is like the best way to go hang out with somebody. There's like you can literally dictate the length of time you're there because there's a amount of coffee in your cup. So
Yeah.
like if you go and things aren't going well, it's very non-committal, I guess, for either side of either person,
Right.
you or them.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you guys know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Ben might find himself in a certain position here.
That's not funny.
it's a little.
I don't.
If I
Just
don't finish the race, I can't come in 12th. So take that.
How close can I get without finishing?
Will it just like keep on rolling
just
if you
like-
don't
yeah.
actually finish?
Gravity! Can you change your vantage point?
Big.
I'm pretty sure you can look behind you. There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh. And it's gonna happen, isn't it?
High quality programming right now.
Oh wow, look at this, look at this.
Wow.
Very. So it's not.
Oh, okay. So it's back tires.
Really? It took their butt across the line.
Yeah,
first.
how about
Yeah,
that?
What do you know? That seems
learned a thing.
wrong.
Learned a thing. I'm a Hufflepuff. What was the question that we were talking about here?
It's basically like ideal places for a date and how to not feel like complete garbage. Also, what constitutes a date.
I'm-
was also a little bit of the question.
No, anything is a date.
Anything
When this
is a
is the
date.
when this is the intent, it can be a date that turns into like, hey, turns out we don't like each other, but friends. Like maybe.
Yeah.
I've had the
or-
opposite happen where we're like, hey, let's go out for coffee with friends, and then be like, I like you. What is this?
What even happened?
Yeah.
So
What
maybe
is the
even in
word?
your mind, think about it that way. Be like, hey, would you like to go get a coffee as friends? And then like, if you guys end up having excellent chemistry, it's like, well, how's about that?
I don't know. I think if you say as friends, you're basically saying like.
No.
don't
I think
want to
mentally.
Yeah,
as
I would-
friends.
I would-
yeah.
Finish the sentence in your mind.
In your mind.
Would you
yes.
like to go have coffee? In your mind, as friends.
friends? Also,
But then,
I'm
but
wondering
also
if there's-
sort of be lying to yourself.
is there
you know what I
anything
mean?
good that we
Fracking
can do
her.
here with the fact that she knows his order? So like, he walks up and she's like, you want that number 2 with this and this? And what would be a good way to end this joke?
Oh! It could be something like, I will have the usual, and would you like to go out sometime, or something like that. Like, can I add a date?
A cup
with
of coffee,
you?
but somewhere else.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
Yes,
I love it.
I will take
Okay.
the usual with a cup of coffee somewhere else, and then be like, "Here is
Thursday
my
or whatever. Yeah.
yes."
And then
Here is my
when you
information.
go to pay, you could could there be a note or something? That would be lame.
That's,
Something.
it could
you
work,
know.
it could work,
It
it
could
could
work.
work.
I think the
Work.
direct ask is always going to be better than a no.
Well, sure.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
I like this though. The play on the old the usual plus
Yeah.
plus something.
Yeah, plus a cup of coffee somewhere else if you're interested in
Plus a
joining.
cup of coffee at that one place down the street.
Even
on
better.
Thursday.
Even better if they don't serve coffee, and then you can be like, "I'll have the usual and a cup of coffee," and she'll be like,
We don't have coffee.
and then it could be like,
Oh.
"Well, they do down the street."
Oh,
Wink!
that's what you should do. You should be like, yeah, I'll have the usual and a bowl of spaghetti. we don't serve spaghetti. You're like, oh well, Man, there's a great spaghetti
Like,
place
service-
down the street if you'd like to come get spaghetti with me. I think they'll have a hilarious inside joke too.
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
And you guys will tell people forever that you got this advice on a YouTube channel, and then
like you have spaghetti night 2 times a week with your beautiful children. Oh, I love it already.
I do too. And how excited are you going to be to show her this video and be like, you know the bowl of spaghetti thing? This is where it came from! Look!
Oh my gosh.
man,
You know
this
what?
could be
We need
great.
follow up on this episode. I want to know how this date went.
I am already agreeing to, what is it called? Officiate the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you would like us to come and officiate the wedding, we can do it.
If you get married.
If this happens, I'm holding you to it.
Yeah,
be great.
yeah.
You know what they could do is
Gotta
like
get
some.
ordained.
No, never.
I can get ordained quickly. That'll be easy.
That's easy
Contact
enough.
Derek because he will be the person who will tell me to do it. And I think we probably are at the end of our episode.
I think so. Thank you guys so much for great questions today. I think we had some great advice on this one, like genuinely.
Genuinely great
We came
advice.
up with genuine solutions, specific, actionable, timely
Yes.
things.
Actionable
Yeah.
solutions.
Actionable solutions.
Okay, well, until next time, thank you guys for watching.
Subscribe to the channel, like this video,
Don't forget to leave questions.
and don't forget to leave questions for Derek. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Quality 8th place.